Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Arising. Arise, Nobunaga's Sorry, wow, I had a silly quip. I was going to say, Arise, Nobunaga's Ambition Arise, like the very famous, everyone knows it, G.I. Joe episode, Arise, Serpentor Arise. But instead I came up with Arise and Burger. Last time, it's, Kagatsuna Nagao. No, see, this is what confuses me. Our leader is Kagatora Nagao, and his primary, like, he hasn't come up much in the story, but I know he's the father of a very important retainer later. So I think of, like, Kagatsuna Naoe, who's, yeah, I think of him as being, like, a really important retainer, but it's Kagatora Nagao and Kagatsuna Naoe. It's kind of hard to keep it all straight. But he is leading an attack, which has defeating, yeah, well, never mind. We got him down to 140 something troops. We've got this. But what I'm curious about is, Tsugawa Castle has, we don't have enough soldiers to fight the Ashina Clan. Okay. I'm curious if we can get information about who is in the units at this point. Can I get down to those things down there? I don't know that I can. There's a different, but the game gets a bit confusing with all the controls. Here we go, unit list. I'm just trying to see who the officers are in each unit. I'm sure there's a way to do it from up here, actually. So I have, like, Kawanawai Sadada and Falger and Vulture Bobo and Jaxors and Froxus Neelix. So that's the thing, like, apparently a lot of troops march in each unit in this game. Toll Panzer, Vulture Bean, Agwan Marmaron, like everybody's in these units who was in those cities. And I guess I'd have to go out of my way if I wanted, like... There's Centoween, who is the sister of our ruler. She has, like, a leadership of 61. Overall, her stats are not amazing, and she's not really a military officer, but she's in there along with Mr. Schultz. Lethal, for some reason, is like 5th one down. I don't understand that. Does kind of make you wonder what they're... He's got honor of 1669. 69. His honor's not bad. Because he's had his own territories. He's been able to, like, seize farms and shit. But anyway, yeah, we're leading an attack on Ashina Clan, which is exhausted more force than I expected it to. Because the Ashina Clan have they got help from the Date, and they had like 3 other cities. So I might have just, by attacking them and winning and taking away a city and exhausting all their forces in the march. Is this the Ashina Clan too? This is the Terramune Date Clan. Maybe that now we're going to find out that they get swallowed up from behind by, like... Oh, well, we do have... That's Ashina Clan, guys. The Satake, that's who I was trying to remember. Satake might be making some moves, making $1 million moves down here. Because we weakened one of their foes from behind. Are these cities on fire? What is happening when they have this red symbol next to them? Oh, whatever. They've all got that right now. Not all of them, but many of them. I'm not sure what that's about. Numata Castle, I remember from a prior playthrough that being this isolated weird castle you could build up into a real fortress. Like it had a lot of castle facility space. Whatever. So Kakatsuna Nao, who is a guy we should be listening to, even though his name is so similar to Kagatora Nagao, it gets confusing. He wants us to send an emissary to build friendship with Ashina Clan. Well, we had been doing something that involved would this mean he can't do stuff for us? I'll have to keep an eye on that. We had been doing stuff where I thought I had gone straight to trying to butter up the Emperor rather than the Shogun. Appears to be two different mechanics. There's quite a bit in this game I'm not quite following. Anyway, let's... we're spending money recklessly. We have, like, a monthly income that's the highest, I think, of any force. But, like, max soldiers-wise, we're behind the Hojo, which is bad. Hojo are the regional powerhouse for soldier count. That didn't take long to happen either. But for total commerce, we have, like, yeah. We don't have the most gold, but we've got the most commerce and the highest balance by a considerable margin of anybody in the game. Our total crops versus supplies, that's different. I can't tell which one of these is our income. But we're not doing as well for either one of these. But we have the most commerce of any place in the world of Japan. That doesn't include Hokkaido. Alright. Let's see how this battle over here goes that we can't join into and manually control. Hanamune's Date's unit is routed. Are we... Oh, we're still occupying. Okay, we can't just march straight on the castle. We have to occupy. Pardon my intrusion. A messenger has arrived from the Imperial Court. They are eager to have a moment with you. Kagatora and Nagao, the court is impressed with your recent activities. I have come in order to propose a path towards friendship. Recently we have received your gold offerings. However, the Emperor has ordered that a post may be granted if you would present another offering of 500. What do you say? Agree. I thank you. As mentioned, you may receive the appointment of Kuranosuke. Pray that you never forget the will of the Emperor. Didn't I just get a post? The prestige clan target has been completed. This will further improve the conditions of your clan. Special rewards, 5,000 gold. Okay, well, he paid the gold back, essentially. The Emperor's worth his, the Emperor's actually, he's, more reliable on that than I expected him to be. He actually gave the money back, it seems like. That's a special reward for achieving that prestige goal, but it feels like, here's the money you loaned us back with interest, Like, I don't think we gave him 500 gold 10 times. Anyway, they want to make an attack on Uehara. No, we're not gonna press the Takeda right now because I want to keep the history going. Toishi Castle is a master of fortifications.
I've had a thought.
Same thing, we're not using it for that. Expand area, we're looking to increase our number of controlled castles. We should actually get this one. And did I just make it so that our, No Lord attendee can make an addition. Yeah, because I think I just made it so that Kagatora is off doing diplomacy.
Bring down their castle.
Are you not helping? Why aren't you helping? Get over there and help.
How would you have us proceed? What if we took the castle for ourselves?
Yeah. System reform level 2 policy has been issued. This will further improve the condition of our clan.
This castle belongs to us now.
This planet now belongs to Collector. Yay! Tsugawa Castle is in our hands. Well, I guess it worked. It didn't make it easy, but we occupied Tsugawa Castle. We have captured an enemy officer. Please decide what to do with them. We have captured Muraharu Kanagami, an Ashina retainer. After the death of his lord Murataka, he went to serve Yoshishige Satake's second son, Yoshihiro. He died later in battle. An assault on the castle is unforgivable. So he has a negative loyalty thing, which appears when your force loses in battle, he becomes less loyal. But his loyalty overall is quite high. And I don't think he's going to join us. But we'll try.
No.
No. Alright, well, we'll release him. And let him love again. We've expanded area, which gave 700 honor to various officers, including Anatakatatsu, whose honor is through the roof, so is Rhyme Paradigms. This is because of how the character was built. They started with mass honor. But this has helped one of our chiefs be on the way towards being extra honorable. The main thing is to get people past the chief rank. So, everybody head on home. Somehow that did not count as a battle victory. But we need to give dominion over this castle to someone. We have Rhyme Paradigm is over here. Ald is over here. This dude is here. Didn't we have Grimmeth in charge here? Grimmeth, I think, ended up in charge of Tuishi Castle in an alternate reality. So I'm tempted to give Grimmeth this castle, except is his loyalty high enough? It isn't much to increase my loyalty, but I'm willing to take what is given. Yeah. Well, I do want him on the front lines. I think we just got to buy him some treasure to make him happy. So let's put Grimmeth in charge of what could be a frontline castle for a while.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
He couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this, you guys. And he came from Sawada. So let's spread the love. Let's get somebody from Tochio, but I can't. Unless I can find somebody whose station is Tochio. Probably can, but they'll probably be... Oh, this is annoying too, because Tochio has different districts, so I won't just be allowed to see Tochio. It would have to be all the provinces that make up Tochio, or counties of Tochio, yeah. Who are officers here? I could pull out Vulture Bean. Toll Panzer could come out of here. Or Agumon Morand. Agumon would be good. Transfer officer between two castles. Agmon's going to be in the list. It's not available because he's still marching, huh? Okay. He would be a good war officer to have up here. So would she. Trying to look for somebody whose skills are a little spread. I'm hoping not to get to attack too much on this side. Tomonobu Saito would be good, actually. And he's coming from the same castle the Grimmeth came from. So I'm kind of double robbing them, but it's not our most important castle by any stretch.
I'm in your debt.
It's from Kiso Fukushima Castle, so he's coming from the other extreme of the country. And so is he. Oh, here's a new guy, and he's at our capital, which... What are your stats? You're okay.
I'm deeply
Get
grateful.
you over there to help out. So Grimmeth will have 2 generics under him, and eventually I'll send some over created officers probably to help him get this place built up. We can do some honor commendations now that we've taken more territory. Hidemasa Takanashi is kind of a mediocre guy, but he gets to be known as the Courageous from now on. That should help his loyalty.
I'm truly grateful and
We've got some people promoted, including Manako Arisato. Her devotion will only increase from here on out, guys. We've only got a handful of chiefs left, which is just fine, actually. They are already working as substitutes. We've only got 1 attendant up here, which is just probably fine. And until Anna Takatatsu is done, I really don't have much of a way to use labor because I ate it all up with... I'm sending our leader to do direct talks with the court, which may or may not be a great idea. But anyway, we won that fight. That was the main thing. And here's the thing I could do. Confrontation at Kawakanojima. So this is a couple years away from when it's supposed to happen. But I did find a YouTube video. I could read you through the dialogue of it, and let's give it some time and see if we get closer to the date and I feel like trying to recreate the events of it. Because, excuse me, it's just a story scene. And it's kind of fun, but it doesn't lead to any other events. And it would mean, because I checked, and yes, kind of confirmed, we would need to, it's not some typo, we would need to lose this castle to the Takeda. And I was confused about how that would work, but no, now that I've actually seen it, the story only it makes sense if he runs away and we run this castle, but then we lose it. It's like, it makes sense that we would own this castle and lose it to him, and that's when... Or maybe, I guess it could make sense if he held this castle and was attacked, but definitely the events of it kind of involve us not having that castle. It's not like a weird thing. We're like, why would we not own that castle? I invited him because he was down on his luck. He seems to have opened the idea of serving us. It's... Motonobu Endo has appeared. So he's a Date retainer. He serves as an advisor at Teramune's request, exchange letters with Nobunaga Oda regularly. Like P. When Teramune died, he committed suicide. Oh, man. It sounds... He's pretty upset about that, I guess. Anyway, he's pretty middling. He's probably got overall above average stats as a political officer, it looks like. So let's go ahead and bring him on board. And we have a new space chief. They want to extract. Got a lot of stuff completed. This apparently did not count as a victory. So I guess maybe the daimyo has to fight. And it has to be a big battle with all the pomp and circumstance.
Have you a moment?
This may prove somewhat difficult. Please use your judgment. I think that means it's probably not going to work.
I have a terrific idea.
During the Tenbun Rebellion, he sided with Haramune, occasionally battled Asatake, and was an avid writer of poems. And his stats are above average, but not amazing. Let's just leave it. I don't think that's the direction in which I feel like expanding. Because I'll start messing with Oda events, and I think the Oda might be... Like, if I really want all of my events to pass through, I think some of the Oda stuff around the capital probably has to happen. So I'm kind of more inclined to follow history as best I can, and if I'm looking to expand, just start beating up on the Ashina and maybe even the Date. Like, moving this way is... These guys never engage in history events that impact... It takes a really long time before they would impact, like, the Hojo. They never really impact us. They never impact the capital. So I can... Like, they have their own events that you do as their clans. Not every clan has events. The Ashina might not. The Date would, but their events have little, if anything, to do with the capital. Meanwhile, issue policy. We need someone fearless to stand against the enemy. Shall we issue system reform and switch the landholders around? We have wanted to... Oh, hot springs therapy. System reform 2 enables main base sieges. For 300 a month, we would be able to landholder and lord change. System reform 2, I think, is what will eventually give us because this is unlocked with system reform level 2 policy. We could get more overseers, which I think is probably a good thing. Conservators would be good for doing the loyalty boosts, but I don't think I can do that. I'm not sure how I would get more than one conservator. I think it's from having vassal clans. Because this guy, oh. Nagatsuna Shina, I think, is from this clan that are our vassals. So we do have a clan over here that are our vassals. Yeah. So having vassals means I can set them up as emigres or emigres or whatever that was. Alright, so let's get this going so that I can get
Loud and clear.
Hot Springs Therapy, County Soldier Restoration Speed plus 10%. It's cheap. I like it. Temple of Nation and makes you better at taking bases. Let's do the basic hot spring therapy.
Loud and clear.
$2,000 a month is a lot. We're not doing that. We can buy a picture of a duck, which is grade 8. Let's buy a brand new fancy tea bowl and give it to Grimmeth, who we just placed up at the front line, which won't do any. In this game, that's not going to give him the loyalty boost that being a castle lord gives him in other games. It's just bringing him closer to where he could be a problem. So it's a grade 6 tea set to replace the... he has a tome right now. He has a copy of Leisure... He has Leaves of Grass, which is mistranslated as Leisure Grass. That's what I'm saying is going on here. So we'll give this to Grimmeth. That'll bring his loyalty up into a more unassailable area.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
I can't believe I was given a tea bowl. It's amazing. We can hand over his leftover copy. Gently used copy of Leaves of Grass over to this lady. I mean, ladies like poetry, right?
I'm truly grateful and happy.
There you go. And this atlas should go to somebody who wants to learn more about the world. And who's more interested in learning about the world than... Well, now we're into people who are in blue. None of you guys care about learning about the world. This would do nothing to your loyalty at all. Let's hold this in reserve. Have you ever been experienced? He has. All right. But in our brand new zone here, we've got 4 slots to work with. I think we're going to want... See, Trading Town is less desirable than it used to be now because the money is shared between these cities. Food doesn't seem to be. And this place will be on the front line now. I think we'll want trading... Well, we'll want trading grounds for sure. I just get training grounds. We'll want trading grounds, and we'll want irrigation canal. And then from there... See, this is increased 78 a month. Crops 450. Harvest 200 a month. I don't know that I know what these things mean. But we can get this going, and then maybe... I think we start with a training ground so we can have troops. And since I'm expanding in this direction, I don't really feel like I want... Gunnery towers would be like if I think I'm going to get attacked and I'm not going to fight back too much. So, supply station... Rice tower... Rice tower... Let's do training grounds first. She'll take it right up to... Although he could get it up to level 2 on the first path as well. And she could get it up to level 2 on the first pass. So let's let Grimmeth do it.
I shall do all that I can.
She You can do this in 20. It feels like a waste to have her doing any of this building on something that only gets 1 level, since she can build stuff straight up to level 2, but she'll do it really quickly. And I do want to get stables and shooting range going. We also want training grounds here, though, especially if Kenshin on the march is going to be the thing that allows us to actually do battles, which we desperately want to do. Or not desperately want to do, but if we actually want to control the battles, we need to have our leader there. So let's have her do this.
Leave this to me.
You want to raise a
These are my
castle I
thoughts.
don't care about. Not trying to be rude, I'm just not going to do it. He will be doing that. We might need to just take him off and have him available for other stuff. But for now, we'll go ahead and call this a video. And when we come back next time, I'm trying to, at this point, in order to get some history events to come off, the desirable thing for us is to actually rush through turns and not do a lot of combat, but occasionally pause to see if anything has become unavailable to do. Although, as I was looking the other night, I think there is some history stuff I could do out of order, because we've already done some of it out of order. So I think we might get started on some more history stuff next time, actually, and just do things a little out of order that don't need to be done in the correct order. Catch you then.